Hi everybody and welcome back to Dragonite Creations. If you're new here, my name is Laurel and I love to create. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who have joined me on my creation journey so far. I am so excited. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. So that means it is time for a contest. So make sure you have subscribed to the channel. You have hit the notification bell because that lets me know you've subscribed. And you have commented on a video. And once you've done these things, I will enter your name into a random draw to see who can win a Dragonite Creation Gnome. I will let you know next video which gnome this is, so make sure to check back for that as well. Until then, today we are working on a simpler project than we've done for a while. I wanted to do another fall one. I love the fall colors. So today we did a fall gnome wreath. This little guy is so cute. He's just chilling and hanging out all ready for fall. So I'm going to show you guys right now how you can make your own fall gnome wreath. We're going to start with our styrofoam ring. This is from Dollarama. You get the set of 3. This is the largest one. And I just put a little hot glue there, and I'm just going to start wrapping this burlap all the way around it. About every quarter I do add a little hot glue just to help tack it down. And you have to make sure and pull it quite snug, especially when you get a little further on. So just keep pulling it tight. And then at the very end, I hot glued it a couple times just to really make sure it was stuck. I tend to do a little extra gluing. One long strip right to finish it off. Pull it really tight, and then we'll just trim off the extra there. And then we'll just put it aside for now. And we're going to start with one of these baby socks. This is the 0 to 12 month size, so it is quite tiny. We are going to stuff it full of polyfill right up to the heel, top it off with an elastic. And then we'll just fold that down a little bit and add a dab of hot glue right at the top. This just helps secure it in case that elastic does ever give out. And now run a strip of hot glue right along the side of it, and I'm going to wrap it in this strip of fabric. This is for his body. Cut off the extra, and then just tack down the extra on the top there. And then I'm going to grab this rubber coated wire, also from Dollarama, and I'm going to use this for his arms. I am cutting about 7.5 inch pieces here for his arms. Just use some snips for that. And now I'm just going to wrap it up in this minky fabric just to make these arms a little thicker because they are quite thin. So just roll it up, hot glue it and roll it. And then trim off your extra. Like I said, this is going to be actually just on the inside of the arm, so you're not going to see it anyway. And then same thing on the other arm, hot glue it and roll it. And then I took about 1 inch off of the rubber coating just to expose that wire on the one end. Next, we're going to cut a piece of fabric to cover the arms. This is the same fabric as his body. So we're just going to hot glue and roll those right up in there, making sure we have wire sticking out on both ends. The long end is for going into the body, and the shorter end will be for his hands. So we do want to make sure that that's sticking out on both ends there. As we hot glue and roll those up. And then we're just going to poke them right in there. So a little hot glue. I use a little E6000 on the wire just to help make sure it's secured in there. And then just poke it in. Same thing on the other one. E6000 and hot glue. Poke it in. Hold them secure. Next we're going to cut our beard, making sure we're only cutting the backing, not the fur itself. This is some faux fur I got from Walmart. This is about a 3 by 4 inch piece we're cut here, and I'm going to cut it into a V shape. I did decide it was a little too long, so I cut off about 1 inch off the top. So we're just going to hot glue that now right onto the front of our guy, and then that strip that I'd cut off, I'm going to make that his mustache. So I just kind of parted it in the middle, and then we're just going to hot glue it right onto him again. For his nose, I just added a couple little white dots to the front. This is a polymer clay nose I've made before. So for this, I just, again, add some E6000 and hot glue, press it firmly down. Now we are measuring out his hat. For his hat, it is about a 10 by 8 inch piece here that I cut. And now I'm just going to add a band around the bottom. So I'm just gluing this minky fabric good side to good side right at the bottom. And then we'll flip it over and flip our minky fabric over as well. Just so we've got that little band right at the bottom. And then we'll fold it in half, cut our triangle, glue that all the way up, pressing it down, and then we can turn that right side out again. Add a little polyfill right inside of it there, and then we'll just add some hot glue just to attach it to our guy here. Press it down, nice and snug on him. For our booties, I'm using 2 plastic containers and 1 small styrofoam ball that I will cut into half. And then we're going to glue those containers with 1 styrofoam ball in front of it right onto this piece of cardstock I have. And then we will trim that all the way around both booties as close as we can. And then we're going to cut a strip of fabric this about the same width, a little wider, and we're just going to hot glue 1 strip and then start gluing it all the way around and rolling our fabric around our booty there. Just gluing at the bottom and roll it around, and then right at the back again. Cut off your extra and then glue a strip right at the front, and we're going to just tack all that down. And then same at the very top, just glue it and tack it down inside our container. Same thing, glue it all the way around, tack it down, pinch it together, and tack it inside. For his pants, we are just going to take this piece of fabric, put some glue on the back of him, and start wrapping it around him, just like that. Glue it down the bottom there. And then we'll just cut off the extra and then just run some glue along the bottom of him again and tack it down. Oops, forgot to cut that off. You need to cut that piece off as well. And then we'll tack this down. For his legs, they are about 9 inches long. And for these, I'm just going to take the same fabric we used for his pants, and I'm just going to make a roll here, just a big loop. This is his pant leg, so we're just going to make a big loop. Just glue it and roll it over. On the top, I did make a couple little snips so I can just kind of fold down some little tabs. Those I will glue down, and this is how we're going to attach his pant legs to him. And I am going to attach his legs, also exposing the wire about 1 inch in. The same way, I did decide it was easier to do the wire leg first before the pant leg this time. And just tack it all down around his leg again. For his booty, we're just going to glue that right to his pant legs there. Just kind of separate it as best you can. Sticking it in there and just sticking it inside or attaching it to the sides of the boot there. And now we're going to put him in his wreath. Wrap his arms around. So I'm going to attach his hands now. These are some polymer clay hands that I've made before. I'll leave a link in the description on how I've made the hands and the nose. And now we're just going to attach those with some E6000 and hot glue right onto the wire. And then I'm going to wrap some minky right around the base there just to kind of give it a piece of trim and also helps attach those hands really good. So then I just start gluing randomly some leaves here. These are all from Dollarama, and some other little, like a little pumpkin and some little berry things. And I glued his hands down. Now I'm just wrapping this burlap ribbon. This is wired ribbon. I got this from Walmart. And I'm just going to glue that down all the way around. I did some orange, and then I'm going to do some green. Adding some more leaves here and there just to kind of make it look more finished. Tuck it in behind and just glue it wherever you feel it looks good. Here's the green one now. We're going to wrap that around as well, kind of tucking it in behind the leaves here and there. And then we'll just glue that one right underneath him. To hang it up, I just added this little picture hanging thingy at the back, and I E6000'd it hot glued it, and then added a piece of fabric on the ends as well, just to really make sure it stays on there. So there he is, he's all done. We did a quick one today. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and make sure to like and subscribe so that you can be entered to win our contest and win your own gnome. Check back next video to see that gnome. Until then, love to all. Have yourselves a great week.